So as promised, doing a Q&A here from the Instagrams. Got some questions from you guys, and here with my brother Andy, the brothers Vincent, enjoying our 9:30 breakfast here in SeaTac Airport with a bunch of time to kill. So let's get the ball rolling. Midtown Milo asked best movie recently.
Recently, it's a toss-up between Fury and Interstellar.
Yeah, it's probably mine too.
Fury was a few months ago. Interstellar was way more recent. Both of them were absolutely fantastic movies. If you haven't seen them yet, do yourself a favor and get on that immediately, if not sooner.
Yeah, Interstellar was really great. Probably give Fury the other nod as well. That's really what I've watched recently too. That I watched again. So check those out. Squeezes Christ asked, what got you started in the Highland Games, and have you dabbled in grip sports? Highland Games, as a thrower in college, kind of find out about the Highland Games through the way of the grapevine, and eventually found one to do, enjoyed it. Actually did our first one together in Louisiana, enjoyed it, and then found more of them.
Yes.
And
the rest, as they say, is history.
Yeah, did more of those. And grip sports, not really. Pretty cool. Those guys got really giant hands, and I've got stupid baby hands and fat fingers.
I've never been a big grip guy, even when I was really serious about strongman. It was never a great thing for me.
Yeah, those guys are pretty talented. So
125 now.
So I got pushed back. Well, you also never know.
Sure.
We've had that happen plenty of times where they'll fucking
move it back, move it up. Yeah, right. That's where we're at right now.
So as of now, we have 2 hours extra on a 4-hour delay. So it's going to get interesting.
Something we haven't done before.
Yeah. Danny Bryce. Will you guys be competing in Chicago at all this year?
Betcha.
You bet we will. There's a game in Itasca, outside of Chicago, and we've been the last 3 years.
I have that on my calendar.
Come and hang out. It's like a third weekend of June. 200 to lose. What would be your last meal? Pot roasted speckle belly, dirty rice, hearts and gizzards.
Strong one. It's a tough one to beat. Well, it's cliche, but a good steak is hard to beat for me. I love a good steak.
I just eat so many of them.
Well, I don't.
Ish.
No, yeah, I don't. So, good steak, a great bottle of wine. That's tough to beat for me.
Pretty classy.
I'm a classy fella.
All right, keep hearing. Cookie Boro. Cookie Boro. Cookie Boro.
Boro?
Whatever.
Donkey.
Boro.
Bro.
Have you ever suffered hip pain while squatting? Of course. If so, ways around it to keep training. I've fought with it a lot this off season, and decided my best plan of attack was to switch to a high box for a while. It seemed to eliminate my hip struggle for a bit, allowed me to throw, allowed me to train a little bit more frequent. Deadlifts don't seem to aggravate my hips, mostly because I don't use my legs. But that's my response.
I've never really had significant hip pain, but what you said about the box is a pretty good way to go about anything. Anything that's, especially with a squat or movement that's that important. If you have something that's giving you pain, trying to find a way around it, a box is a good idea. Even if you're squatting into a box, it's better than not squatting at all.
True. Remember the whole goal here. Keep getting stronger. Even if, for example, hitting a PR this off season of 505 for 10 while at super training, that had been without free squatting in 12 weeks of training, or without going anything over about 405. So, seems to still work out.
You were so strong.
I try. I really want to be strong. Otis Armstrong, 63. How many more seasons do you feel you have left in the games? Just this one, man.
Hopefully not.
This one. Gonna go ahead and shut it down, go out to pasture, take some naps.
Gotta get into like diving, maybe tennis.
I'm gonna get Reese to show me how to get a Rubik's Cube. Speed cubes.
Nice.
You just throw the shit out of them.
Interesting.
Oba, April Harper. Hey April. Can you come to Orlando and teach me how to throw? Thanks. Florida's sketchy, and so it seems to be loaded with sketchy people.
You guys do something about Jeb Bush and we'll talk.
Yeah. So that's going on. Other than that, maybe. And we're joined by some other fellow competitors, Spencer
Creeps.
Tyler. Hack squat. How did you get your start in training and why? Training in general, football, high school. That's it. That's why I did it.
Same thing.
Big Spartan 034. Favorite movements, excluding the main lifts and competition events.
Later. We just got delayed another hour. Yeah.
Who knows?
What was the question?
Favorite movements, excluding the main lifts and competition events.
Definitely bowel.
What?
Bowel movements. Definitely
Bowel movements. Those are top. I like Renaissance movements.
Like the Renaissance movement?
Yeah,
Oh, tried that.
pretty excellent. Smelly at Mallard.
So Elaine's going on her lunch. Last call for breakfast at 10:15.
Okay.
Are these considered breakfast?
Sure, if you.
No, they'll probably service these all day. If they
Okay.
like to.
I'll take another one of these.
Okay.
Bloody Caesar.
Yes. Would you like?
Food?
Okay, I'll take your.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
2 of them.
Yeah,
Sure.
We'll take the menus. Yeah, they said just.
Oh, you like that?
Yep. Smell it. Now.
Smelly at Mallard. What was that whiskey you gave Mark Bell that he used with Chris Dubbin in the Whiskey and Deadlifts video? That is a Blanton's. Good bottle of bourbon. Not crazy priced. I think they about $50 a bottle. It's excellent. Misty Crossfitter. Will you be at Pikes Peak? Like the mountain? I don't plan on it. And I think Ken Block's doing some runs up there or something like that, but I don't have any plans to go to Pikes Peak. If that's a different place than what you're mentioning, I don't know. Are you planning on going to Pikes?
Nope.
Okay. Ekentron 82. Did you say you're starving? Oh my God.
You're champion, sir.
I just realized we didn't breakfast.
Ekentron 82. How you balance your traveling with nutrition? Perfectly.
What was that?
How do I balance my traveling with nutrition?
What I do is try to eat really well when I'm at home, which unfortunately isn't all that often, let me back that up. I try to eat really well when I'm not traveling for games. I do a pretty good job when I travel for work. I'm completely on point when I'm at home. So when I travel like this to great places with fun people, I don't have to sweat what I eat.
Yep.
If I want to have some amazing food and drink some good beers or whatever, I can do that because I'll put in the work during the week. When it's easy to do good.
Also, I mean, you can still have a good time and eat some delicious shit and not make obviously batshit crazy decisions.
Just don't eat too much of it.
Yeah. Have some of something that's delicious and maybe order something else that's not so shitty. Try to eat a salad with your meals. Get some roughage. Help you poop. Get rid of the bloat while you're on the road.
Drink plenty of water.
Ashley2784. I don't know who that broad is. She's cute though. From where did you get that sweet unicorn shirt? From Phillips Brewing Company, part of our brew tour in Victoria, Canada. Check it out. Live right. Eskimo Flow fit. Advice on getting started. Currently at commercial gym doing powerlifting lifts. Should I join a powerlifting gym?
Yes.
Thanks. Yes. If you can find a gym to learn from people that know how to do the things you want to do that. That's the advice on getting started. Find a program. There's a bunch of good ones out there. Follow it, or find a gym full of smart people that know how to lift and follow suit.
The chances are, if you find a real powerlifting gym, the guys in there will likely be on the same program, or at least similar programs, and they can help you out with that sort of thing. But,
that's where I would go with.
yeah.
Boston Gents. How do you pronounce my name? Boston Gents. There. I'm gonna go with that.
That was tough.
Nailed it. Vinter Fettit. You wrote another language. Okay. Another question down. Moving along. David A. Gilbert. Congrats on 2 field records and season best and the win, first of all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, delicious.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thanks for the extra
Yeah,
beans.
more water. Yeah, sorry.
This is
Screwed that
Get my drink right first.
up. Giant straw.
Jesus. Mainlining it. Looking ahead to my next competition, is there anything I feel I need to improve, or am I pretty much dialed in? There's a lot to improve. My hammers stink. I threw well this weekend, but a lot of those throws were done in extras. So with the Highland Games, you get 3 attempts, and if you win an event, you can take a couple extra throws to try to break, say, a record, stuff like that. And I hit my bigger throws definitely during those extras, and that would be what I need to get dialed in, just be able to hit those in the first 3 so that they count, per se. That would be what I would like to get dialed in. Other than that, I feel pretty good. I'm excited about where things are going, but we'll see if I can keep it rolling. You?
I also set 2 field records, so thanks for noticing.
Nice. That worked out perfectly. Nope, 252. Are there any games locations that are always more fun to be at than others?
You betcha.
Yes. Victoria, Canada is top of the list. And just because a game's in somewhere cool doesn't mean the games isn't, there's games in cool places that the game's okay, and there are good games in shitty locations that there's just nothing to do outside of the game. Detroit, say, would be one of those. It's a really great game, fun competition.
Thanks.
However,
Not a great place.
not trying to hang out in Detroit, not trying to go downtown and enjoy the culture. Pleasanton, California is an awesome one. Loon Mountain,
London's great. Chicago's great.
Chicago, Costa Mesa, California will be really cool.
Portland.
Yeah. I don't go to any I don't like anymore, so that makes that simple. Yep. Iron Addict, 91. You're one of the best Highland Games athletes in the world. That's a question mark. Yes. What drives you? I want to throw further than I did yesterday. I'd like to not be so gross. Why do you do what you do? I don't know. Why we climb mountains? Why is the sky blue? How long is a piece of string? Pretty freaking long. I can't use that green bean as a straw.
No.
Fucking bullshit.
That's not ideal. What's your next product? 8 brand for green straws.
Trademark. Where does your motivation and inspiration come? Why do you do what you do? You asked the same question 4 different times. I don't know, man. Just to be better, have something to train for. Something, I don't know, being average stinks. I don't want to be average. I want to do something. I like being able to hang out with awesome people and do awesome things. In the words of Kanye West, I like to do dope shit with dope people. Oh, Iron Addict 91 followed up with an actual sentence. I'm expecting a deep, emotional, philosophical answer. Chose the wrong Q&A.
No, these are my clothes. You want that ball.
The one with the shrimp in
I
it.
don't think so. It's a first class.
Shrimps.
No, when you say on free shirt.
Left of center 60. I think this one's for you. Left of center 60. Best brand of pomade.
No, it's definitely for me. I'm a Dapper Dan man.
For Dan. I use Uppercut Deluxe. Good shit. I think they're on Instagram. Check them out.
I don't like fop.
No flop.
Fop.
Fop.
Dapper Dan.
There you go. Super 5544. How many times does someone need to meet the V-Bros before they're remembered? Stains. Who's Stains?
I don't think I met her.
Oh, yeah.
Stains asking questions.
Yes. Stains, Gaines.
Get the strains right.
How many times?
Rococo. Are you religious? It's none of your goddamn business. Mads Vilbeck. Good advice to improve someone's bench. I'm doing 5-1, but my bench numbers have stalled. Would you suggest more frequency, more triceps, or question mark? If you've stalled out on 5-1, you're doing something incorrectly.
Yep.
Program works really, really well.
Doing something more often has, I don't think, has ever resulted in gains for me. Like either change in one, like Matt said, if you're stalling on 5-run, one, you're doing something wrong. You're too much accessory work, or you're more than likely your calculated maxes are incorrect. More tricep work is never a bad idea for bench pressing, but you have to take that. You have to take that in your total volume into account. You can't do triceps every day and expect your bench to get better. It just doesn't work that way. So make sure you're doing the right things for you.
Pretty much the same answer. Figure out where you're failing in your bench press. Is it because your upper back's weaker? Is it because your form's shitty? Maybe you don't know how to bench. I mean, I would say the chances are you're probably calculating your maxes wrong and not running it as sub-maximal as you should be. And also, I don't know if you mean stalling means you really haven't gained any work on your bench press in, and I don't know how long that is. Is that a month? Who cares?
Yeah, are you finishing a cycle? Yeah, we are. Exactly. If you're increasing your rep maxes or your total by any weight at all, then it's working.
Yeah.
It's not stalling out. You're not going to continue to see giant improvements, cycle after cycle after cycle. It needs to still work that way.
Right. I mean, realistically, because you asked this question, I'm assuming you're pretty novice
Right.
at what you're doing, and so the chances are, I think the mistake is on you, not the program. So, get your life sorted. Be patient. See Josh Lift. See Josh Lift. Where's a good place to start to get into your sport? Post a message on my Facebook page, and we can see if we can find you someone to train with in your area.
That's definitely the best way.
That's what I would go for. Or nasga.web. nasgaweb.com. Connor Corden. What's it like to spend time with Jim Windler?
It's the worst.
It's the worst. Smarkentel asked, what did you order? The pictures of breakfast. I got a breakfast burrito. I think they're called a wrap in Canada.
No beans on it. Can't be very good.
It's true. No beans. Did have salsa.
Okay.
It said so in the description. I dipped it in hollandaise.
Yeah, it's a pretty good song.
They don't have salsa in Canada.
Yeah, they outlawed it. So, eggs and meats.
All the meats.
Shamby lifts. The blokes at my gym reckon we look extremely similar. Do you think so? I can't tell. Your shit's private. So maybe, and if so, congratulations. Boston Gins back out with another one, and it's in a different language. Thanks again. Weighted Faith. What advice would you give someone who is competing for the first time in Highland Games but has only been training for 2 months? Have a good time.
So your goal's really high.
Yeah. If you're gonna talk, I'm putting you on camera.
Keep training.
Just go have fun, train. Make sure you like the sport before you start investing a bunch of bullshit time into it. That's what I'd go with. Jumbo Jake. Never heard of him.
That's slowly.
I don't know what the question is, but the answer is definitely more pistol
More
squats.
pistols.
More pistol squads. They're
It's all
built for
carry-over.
athletic for performance. Fucking idiot. Big Robbie G. I wish that was Rob. I wish that was Rob Young.
God,
You see
amazing.
the picture Liv tags you in?
No,
You have to look at it.
I will.
What?
You put your Facebook up.
How do you become a pro Highland Games competitor? You throw pretty good.
Actually, you don't even need to do
And
that.
then, well, you don't have to do that. It helps. It helps for getting, say, invited places. So all the games we do are invite only. There are a couple during the year where they use it off the ranking scores. But to become a pro, typically you would go to a contest. You can win the A class, and then be really nice to the athletic directors and try to get invited back the following year as a professional. Outside of that, you throw long enough that you think you can get invites to enough games, and then you have to you raise the roof.
What you're doing?
Is that not cool anymore? Well, either way, at some point you just say I'm a professional, and then you get to compete as a professional. Super complicated. Stick with that plan. Matt the lifeguard. What music brings the most hate when you're training or when lifting for you? It doesn't make any difference. I don't listen to anything really heavy very often. Like rap music, Action Bronson's been pretty reg. Childish Gambino.
That one?
Why wouldn't you just pull it up on her phone?
That's what she's trying to do.
God. I like old Rolling Stones stuff. Music's not that big a deal. It's just something to play in the background. I'm not really using it for motivation. Andrew Lifey. Powerlift questions. Getting ready for his first meet, so I've started doing more pause bench. Should I sink the bar into my chest when pausing, or just hold it at the top of my chest? I would think you would base those rules off of what federation you decide to lift in.
Preface this by saying I'm not a power lifter, nor am I a very good bench presser, but some of the guys I train with are, and I don't know any of them that sink the bar into their chest. They're basically holding that position just until they get the press command, and that's it.
Yeah, I've seen like Dan Green or T. Cummings, both really strong guys, and they'll kind of sink the bar, trying to get a little push back out of their chest. And play around with it, see what works for you. I mean, if you're getting ready for your first meet, I would suggest you doing whatever has gotten you to the point you are, so you're comfortable doing that. Mark Belly Smell. Not sure if it's actually you, and since there's an artistic looking, I don't know,
Yeah.
what was this, Avatar? Nailed it.
Like blue people?
Yeah, it's actually blue. Since there's a color gradient avatar and it's artistic, I'm going to go ahead and say this isn't Mark. But I know you're a food person, and I like your deep cheeks. But are there plans to ever get jacked and tan? One second. Let me see that.
from Mike.
Oh, shout out to Rob Young. You're the best.
Does this show up on? Can you get a good close up on that? Robbie.
Why is it so filtered? Good Lord.
That is as close to an ideal finishing position.
That's
as
Canadian.
possibly be.
Rob Young
Looking super pumped about a throw.
dropping the hammer.
The hammer or the
You saw it.
Same thing.
Whoever plans to get jacked in 10. Yeah, probably a lot more after I'm done throwing. I can switch focuses to being healthier, lose some weight. I'd probably like to see what happens if I get to the 230, 240 range after I'm done throwing, but in the meantime, performance is king. We'll try not to be so gross, but I'm gonna throw far. You're already there.
Yeah, I'm better than I was.
Jade and T.
I'm getting there.
The Segunya. Ooh, this is for both of us. How do you manage your jealousy of his beard? And conversely, how does he manage the jealousy of your hair?
We have to fight with the tools we're given.
That's all we have. That's all we have. That pretty much sums it up. D-Brosh17. When will pre-orders of the Pure Steel Hate shirt ship out? This week. That's the answer no matter when this video gets posted.
What?
Shirts.
Oh.
Sorry about that, and as I said, there's a discount sticker coming with your items. I apologize for the wait. No excuse. Sucks, made a mistake on having them done in a more timely manner, and it won't happen again. We're moving away from pre-orders to having everything stocked. Harm's Way, W-H-E-Y. Nailed it. I don't know you. Wait, I know you don't have past military experience, but I leave for basic training in about 5 weeks. I'm also a competitive powerlifter. How do you suggest balancing cardio endurance for physical tests and obtaining maximal strength?
Off the max pivot.
Yeah, I really don't recommend that. I don't know what to do. I would suggest do the best you can for your military stuff, since that's now going to be your focus, and you can always come back to being strong. If you're strong now, it won't be hard to get strong again. Your body will want to return back. Check out a friend of mine, Facebook, Max Pippa. Max is military, also super strong, really in shape. And
He's a ranger now.
yeah, and now a ranger, I believe. If I messed up any deal with the military there, I apologize. But Max is a stud. Check him out. And that may be it. See if we got anything new.
Yeah.
The Knights that say knee. Nope, that's it.
It's supposed to be
That's all the
420.
questions.
I got a call that said it moved back
Cheers.
to 125.
New season of the Drift to Lifta coming shortly. I think this week we'll be dropping the first one. Spencer Tyler's in the background, and he can show you that you don't really have to work out at all to be pretty good at the Highland Games.
Just gotta be naturally amazing.
Probably can't hear anything he says because he's talking through all that fat. But cheers, and spread the hate. New hats available and ready to ship. Cheers. Be in Costa Mesa, California this weekend. If you're in the LA area and would like to get free tickets to the show, please write in, self-addressed envelope back, and we will send tickets.